Hey everyone, welcome back to Fiscal Voyage. I'm Felix, and we're gonna talk about a little Bitcoin today. And basically, it looks like a great buying opportunity. First off, the Fed announced that they are keeping the interest rate the same. We could look here. You can see here, Fed Reserve keep the rate on hold. But first off, let's look at the SPY here, and you can see here on Fast Graph. The SPY is at a very high. You can see here a PE around 25, and never, if we go in the max, you can see it never really had that type of high PE, maybe around 2021, and then it pulled back. Definitely expecting a pullback. Should be around the PE of the blue one around 20, which should be kind of fair, a little overvalued, but kind of fair. 15 would be kind of undervalued there. But you see earnings expected to grow for the next few years. But back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you can see here, high was on October 6th, and we have a 200 moving average on the weekly chart here, and on the monthly chart you can see here the 50, and you can see how previously it was support here on the 50 on the monthly chart. Right here, support during COVID, and kind of support here, had a bounce, but then it closed under, then it went down as far as I think what's 13, low as 15,000 here. And but still, even if you were buying it over here at 20,000, you still made out very good. And you can see here it has a close over the 50 monthly moving average, and then it tested it again. So this is the other test. So this is why I think is a great buying opportunity for Bitcoin. And we have the all-time high around here. So we have a great support area here. As you can see here, it broke that area, and we had a bull flag here to rip higher. So I'm kind of expecting here a great support area. I have some marks here of some resistance and some support area. And so we can see here the support on the 50 moving average on the monthly is very right there, as well as the 200 on the weekly. But right now it needs to get over this red line around 65,000, 66,000. You can see here on the weekly, these were kind of like support area here. It bounced here, then it bounced there, and then now we close under it, but the weekly 200 is right there. So that's kind of how we had a nice little run up here. But it does need to close on the weekly here, but then we have these moving average coming in. So if we close above this area here and then close above the weekly moving average here, the 21 and the 13, then I could definitely see it back at 80 grand. But we do have to some work to do on Bitcoin. However, I'm still buying a lot in this area. I'm buying a lot. Basically every paycheck I'm buying more Bitcoin. You can see here as well, in the power law, this is why I'm buying more Bitcoin. The power law, you can see how based on the power law, it kind of respects that here on the 4,000 in 2020, kind of near there. And then in 2015, 2016, how you can see how it could follow it. And basically right now, the power law suggests that the low is at 60 grand. Sure, it could probably peekaboo under it, maybe 55, 50. But that looks like a great buying opportunity. And then the mean where it should be at current price is around 170, 160, 170. And then the end of next year should be over close to 280. But you can see here, it's expected to hit 1 million by, if it have a parabolic move, you can hit 1 million on 2028, around June, July, August 2028. So that's kind of the thing. But the power law has been true ever since Bitcoin first started. You can see here how it respects that. It respects the top, respects the top, respects the top there. So this is kind of like why I'm going pretty hard right now on Bitcoin, buying more shares, so that, you know, make sure you guys study Bitcoin, what it is and why is it important, and why is it at 65,000 and as high as 120. You know, why is that? So study Bitcoin, watch some a lot of YouTube content about Bitcoin, so you can understand and learn about Bitcoin. But I am buying at this price, you can see here we have the high of 2021, great support there, right into the monthly 50 moving average, right into the weekly 200 moving average. So it looks good, looks good. Like I said, we do have to close above the 65,000. If we don't, I can see it back down to 60 again. But if we do start closing above this, it could possibly turn into a double bottom around the 60 grand. And then but once it take out this $82,000 range here, that basically becomes a new uptrend, right? Because we have a high, a low, higher low, lower low, higher low, and then a lower low peekaboo here recently. And if we could get above this 82, then we could it changed into a higher high, and then from there just off the races. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.